Okay, so first off, Zenless Zone Zero is a gacha game, and even though it's pretty open about its practices, it's still cat. You're in my shot. Uh, Even though it's pretty open about its practices, it is still operating with these like predatory. Um, Even though it's very open about its practices and techniques, it still kind of operates with these like predatory actions and concepts. So take everything I'm about to say here with that grain of salt. Hey Lily, how you doing? I've been playing Zenless Zone Zero. And I am really happy with it. I don't know what it is, but well, I got hooked in with the aesthetics. I was never interested in like Genshin Impact, but when Honkai Star Rail came out, I was like, okay, all right, this is kind of interesting. And then when Zenless Zone Zero came out, I was like, okay, this is kind of my jam. There's like kind of retro 90s, 2000, while still being incredibly slick anime nonsense. Like it was really doing it for me. It's a really cool game. It is very stylish, very slick, very cool. Has all these like fun characters. It has all of this like story material that you can get through. There's a lot to do for a single player playthrough of this, which I wasn't expecting. And when I play it, it makes me feel a certain way. And I've been trying to think about what else made me feel this way, or where this what how I felt this feeling before, and I finally figured it out. It's Overwatch.
You know, the world could always use more heroes.
That was awesome!
So when Overwatch was coming out, there were these like videos for the characters, and they were also extremely cool, slick, fun characters and fun videos. And I am not a first person shooter guy at all. Like, not even a little bit. Like, I struggled with Portal. But because I was so into the aesthetics of it, I got into Overwatch, which is the same thing that I did with Zenless Zone Zero. I am neither really like an action game guy or a free to play game guy. I gave it a shot because of the aesthetics. And really, okay, Lily wants to leave. You want to leave? You want to stay? Stay a little bit longer? Okay. And really, so yeah, Overwatch, super cool, super slick, super rad. Characters are awesome. The look of it is like really special. It's like G.I. Joe Pixar style or something like that before that sort of thing could just be done with AI horridly. And so I picked up the game and I started playing it and I kept playing it and I was into it. But more and more as time went by and like more videos came out for the characters and more information came out, it's like everything was leading to like events in the game that were gonna happen. Like everything that came out for the game was like a prequel to the game. And then the main way to play the game was like non-canonical to it. You could have characters from any faction playing together, even if they hated each other, which, you know, you can have in fiction, but it wasn't explaining why this might happen. It's just every mission that you ever do is just people pick who they're gonna pick and you play that way. More time passed and more time passed, and I was like, I don't love this game. And I got in this because I wanted to see what was up with these characters. I wanted to see what these characters were going to do when they finally all joined Overwatch and started being together and doing stuff together. And I never saw it. Like, it never happened. I got a little excited when they announced Overwatch 2, and then they scrapped the PvE stuff, right? They were gonna have PvE stuff that was actually going to advance the story, and then they scrapped it. And I'm playing through Zenless Zone Zero, and there's these characters, and they're cool, and they're interacting with each other, and this story is like developing, and it's clear that they're leaving stuff open for stuff. Bye, cat. And it's clear that they're leaving stuff open for stuff to happen later. But like stuff's actually happening, and I'm watching this and I'm playing this and I'm like, Zenless Zone Zero is what Overwatch should have been. Like, it makes me feel the way Overwatch should have made me feel. Overwatch even has gacha mechanics, or it did when it came out. It was $60, and then it also had like slot machine mechanics that you could pump more money into. What the heck? Zenless Zone Zero is free to play with gacha mechanics. I actually heard somebody refer to it as tragically free to play, and that makes sense. This would have been a perfectly fine, really an excellent AAA $60, $70 release game, and especially if they continue to release stuff for it, but it's not their business model, right? So I'm not saying that I'm always going to be happy with Zenless Zone Zero. I'm sure I'm probably going to fall off of it at some point because these games expect you to play indefinitely, and I'm going to get tired of it at some point. But right now, I'm having a lot of fun with it. And again, that's all I wanted out of Overwatch. And Overwatch never delivered, and Zenless Zone Zero gave that to me. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll spend $15 on it. I think it's maybe earned that much. But again, be careful with the gacha mechanics. This is not a recommendation, okay? I don't want you to get addicted. Anyway, you guys have a good night. I'll catch you later. Bye.